recently a tag team that you guys are very, very familiar with just re-debuted, if you will, back in the WWE, and that is the Dudley Boys. And if you read, a lot of the dirt sheets and stuff, there's a lot of a history between you guys and the Dudley Boys. What was your overall impression of them? Did they stiff you, and are the rumors true that they basically took liberties with you guys?
There's a bear shit in the woods. Oh, my God. I've had so many concussions from Bubba Ray Dudley, it's not even funny. Chris Nowinski had to retire because of Bubba Dudley giving concussions, right?
No, I didn't. I knew it was concussion related. I didn't realize it was Bubba Dudley.
Yeah, Bubba Dudley. Yeah, well, yeah, he was Devon. This is universal. Everybody likes Devon because he's a pro, and Bubba can be difficult to work with. Yeah, I must have had at least half a dozen concussions just from, and I mean, things that are purposely, on purpose. Like, for example, you bend over for a backdrop and the guy Swiss kicks you right in the head. You know what I mean? On purpose. Stuff like that, yeah. If you watch a Raw it was from Vancouver, BC. It was right after an Australian trip. It was a Raw from Vancouver, BC. There's a kendo stick shot, and it bust me open. I had to go rush to the hospital with like 8 staples in my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's just say, was he I know his gimmick that he's a bully, if you will, but was he really a bully? I mean, was he just taking liberties with people? Or is he that much of an asshole?
I think he, listen, when you're up there, it's a competition, it's a Shark Tank, it's every man for himself. I think he always wished that he could be a single star, He could be like, the main event top guy by himself, but he's destined to be a tag wrestler, let's face it, and a very good one. I mean, the Dudley Boys, they know how to pop, what they do works, and they're obviously being brought back because that's maybe what's best for business, you know what I mean? And help the tag division that they have, So, yeah, I mean, he lit up my partner Sly one time in the ring. I think Sly screwed up a spot, and then Bubba punched him in the face, bloodied his nose, and then Sly asked him why backstage, and then Bubba went off and punched him in the face again. But Sylvan was very good friends with Pat Patterson, and they went around shortly thereafter. Yeah.
Yeah, that timeline, that definitely syncs up.
Well, first they were drafted to SmackDown. I think they had about a 6-month run, and then they were gone. Now it's about 10 years later. They're back. So, yeah. So there you go. It doesn't matter how much talent you have or how great you think you are. Professional wrestling is a work. I hate to break it to you. You can always be replaced. No matter how good you are, you can always be replaced.
And it's kind of funny that, you look at the fact that, they do have a reputation. Well, at least Bubba has a reputation of being a little stiff and a little rough. And, now they're training guys. They have their own training facility. But with the WWE being so careful about how they bring guys up these days with NXT and the Performance Center and yada, 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 and you got to get X amount of time in their developmental system before they bring you up. Bringing somebody who's got a reputation like that back, might be one of the more questionable decisions that they've made